So you are at the center of product and brand innovation. And I've thought a lot about the topic of innovation this year because, in my life, I would say that with my business, we are wildly efficient over the last year. It's been, an incredible, efficient growth year for us. But in terms of like innovation, innovation has been harder to do in a remote work context. And I just would be curious, what are your thoughts about that?
I think it's a chance for us to really go back to the people. And, we often talk about whether it's on a big brand or a new one, innovation is about solving problems, whether it's a business problem and a new process or a consumer problem. But lots of times we've gotten, I would say sometimes removed from, we call them consumers, and they're almost another alien group that we watch behind glass doors or we listen to. And yet there are people who are eating and are struggling or thriving, surviving, depending on where you are in this past year. And so it's an opportunity to actually step back, like, what is going around? Where are the core needs? Where are those behavior shifts? And what are like those just delighters that somebody said, finally, somebody's done this. So I think it's a different style of listening. It's really trying to get as empathetic as you can with the person who you're trying to serve. And by empathy, it's not just the need in that occasion. It's, what does their apartment look like? And what are they really doing? And then every once in a while, stepping back, being like, would you do this as a person? Like, would you eat like this? Like, who eats like this? And then you got to rewind and start over again. So I think even having a mindset, and the startup community is, it's brilliant at this because you get knocked back all the time in innovation, is to hold things lightly and to iterate. So we talk a lot about test and learn, but it's really about, what have you learned? What can we tweak? And what can we now activate and change? And so those cycles, I think, in a world of innovation have been faster. And then we've just found some novel ways of engaging consumers to make sure that we are checking in with them and listening.